These guys ain't got nothing, man. This game is ours. All ours, baby. Yeah.
And he's taking a few shots at the other team already to get his teammates revved up. Everyone is in their seats here at the Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles as the Los Angeles Lakers look to grab a win on the home floor. The Bucks will end the road trip here before heading back to Milwaukee. Well, this game's going to be a challenge for them. Facing one of the top-tier teams in the league, they'll have to be at their best to steal a win here.
Well, Kevin, it's the last time they'll see these guys this year. Remember, they only play each other twice during the regular season. And after that loss in the first game, I would expect them to be very motivated here early on.
Yeah, you know, going winless against any team, you don't want that on your resume. No sirree. So I think that in itself will be motivation enough to try to change things up.
Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis comprise the backcourt. Luke Richard and Baamute out there with John Henson. And it's Sanders in at the 5. And for the Lakers, the incredible post duo of Pau and Dwight together inside. The general is out there with Corey Brewer. And it's Ebanks in at the 3 spot. For the Milwaukee Bucks, they come in off the loss to the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, I went back and looked at the tape of that game, guys. I was shocked at how soft they played defensively.
Heck, you didn't need to go back to the tape. All you had to do was look at that box score. I mean, it's obvious they were giving up a lot of high-percentage shots. How about that elevation? Man, some major hops and vertical there.
That's your point guard right there, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable, aren't they? Some of the best athletes in the world playing that position.
Amazing. These guys able to create and dominate.
Kicks it out to Jennings. Here's Sanders, and he drops it in following the offensive rebound.
Well, not only does he excel at getting those offensive rebounds, but he's really good getting putbacks and layups off of those boards.
Here's the general. Against Golden State, he was really on his game. They get it again, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Step aside, step aside. We've got the big fella coming through.
That is a powerful brand of basketball right there.
Man, an amazing putback. You just love the effort from this guy.
Nene, he's checked in for Larry Sanders. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game.
And that game was almost a coin flip at the end of regulation. It really could have gone either way, but Clark, you sensed it was going to be theirs pretty quickly once overtime began.
Yeah, well, it was obvious as soon as the overtime period started that they'd hit the reset button and gotten their second win.
The general. Lakers passing it around. Screen by Howard. To the inside. And Ebanks kicks to Howard. And that one's good. Howard's got his second basket of the game.
Right from the get-go, they've been shooting the ball extremely well.
Well, I think it's a matter of just continuing to knock down shots like that. How about that, basketball fans?
Beautiful.
Wow. How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Oh, got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
Know it, man.
And glide. And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
Special thanks to Sprite for that sweet replay. Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
A key concern for his side is how to keep Monte Ellis from running amok on their defense. He said there are very few players in the league who can take a sliver or a seam in a defense and turn it into 2 points as efficiently as Monte Ellis does. He said one step and he's at the rim. We have to move our feet as a unit or he'll get to the rim all game long. Guys?
Thanks again, Doris. Brewer, he's guarded by Jennings. Shot denied. Ellis against Gasol. Bunny shot, and the jumper is good.
Well, that's his shot. He is really proficient from that mid-range.
Jennings with the steal. And here's Jennings, the fast break opportunity, and it's slammed in by Ellis.
The one-handed flush, very nice.
Yeah, nice strong finish there.
Just punched it home.
Here's the general. He's guarded by Ellis. A minute 50 left here in the opening quarter. And it's Ebanks missing.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Here's the general. He's guarded by Jennings. Here's the general. There's the feed to Brewer. Inside. Got a piece of it. And taken away by Ellis. And Mbamute kicks to Jennings. Finishes the break with a slam.
We see more and more point guards with that kind of impressive dunking ability, don't we?
Absolutely. We're seeing more and more. And the Bucks making a change here. Here's the general. He's guarded by Jennings. Passes to Dragic. Feeds it to Ebanks. Here's the general. The dish to Hill. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Hill's got his first 2 points of the night. Bucks trail by 3. Jennings passes to Taylor. Ball's knocked loose. Here's the general. He's got 7. Pick up by Hill. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Well, that was a dynamic two-hand dunk there.
Right in the face of the defender.
That was a tough, gritty finish.
And the Bucks making a change here. The Lakers have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
And over the course of the season, guys, they've shot a very respectable 78% from the line.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Well, for him, that finger roll is almost second nature. That's a tough shot for most players.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And from what we've seen so far from the Lakers, guys, what are your thoughts?
And they're really keying in on getting as many good shots inside the lane as possible. They're doing a nice job of not just settling.
Ellis outside. Dishes to Taylor. Stolen. Here's the general. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
First and foremost, for me, it's his three-point shooting that's the most entertaining. Every trip down, he is a threat to bury one from almost anywhere on the floor.
And he also loves to jump into the passing lanes and pick you off. I mean, likes to shoot the gap. It backfires on occasion, but like a great base runner, he seems to pick his spots pretty well.
Tobias Harris is checked in for the Bucks. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. The general in their last time out against the Warriors had a huge game. He dropped a cool 33 points, but also put up 4 boards. Absolutely amazing numbers from him in what was truly a memorable performance. For him and for us, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. He was tremendous. Clark, what a performance from a terrific player.
And, Kevin, this is what it means when you can be counted on. The kind of game he had is something he wants here tonight.
Yeah, it's so special to be able to come through under pressure in the biggest of moments, and that's exactly what he did.
Well, a nice little trend developing here, fellas. I mean, that's 8 of their last 10 from inside the paint.
Yeah, they're getting high percentage looks down there. Their offense is really clicking. I don't see why they wouldn't just continue to pound the ball inside.
Here's Bletch, and the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Smart, he's just using his size advantage to get his shot off.
And a sweet stroke, too, you might add.
Taylor dishes to Ellis. Harris up top. Back to Ellis. Shot from the wing. Here's Sanders. Rebounded by the Lakers. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. This is the second meeting of the year against this Bucks team.
And, you know, when you shoot and score like they did in that one, Kevin, it covers up a lot of mistakes that you make in other areas.
And early on, Steve, they got hot as a team, and it pretty much lasted the duration of the game.
That puts them in the lead.
Boy, they are really getting chewed up inside here. I mean, that's 8 of the last 10 points they've given up inside, in the paint.
Yeah, and the paint should be sacred ground for a defense. I mean, you can't let anybody just trot in there and get an easy bucket.
Harris outside. Blanche with the steal. And it's the Lakers on the break. Down low. And he drops it in from the low post. Now it's a 4-point Laker lead.
And he's starting to pick things up here after a tough first quarter.
Another steal. Here's the general.
Wow, what a throwdown. Yeah. Look at that athletic play. Incredible.
Wow.
Rock that rim. Gotta love that enthusiasm, folks.
Not only Clark did he rock the rim, he decided to hang around a bit for that one, too. I love it.
What a finish. That was just gorgeous.
And that was Sprite bringing you the close-up on that big-time play. Here's Ellis. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Ellis has got his third basket of the night.
And let's see some of the numbers here on Monte Ellis. Now, his last 10.
And so that's the end of the first half. Lakers.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Fridays are made for basketball, and now, from the 2K Sports Studios, we're happy to bring you the halftime show. The Los Angeles Lakers in front against Milwaukee. They're certainly playing up to the high standard we've seen through their recent hot streak. We've seen the general just go to town against the defense of the Bucks. He's up to 14 points, and his two-way play has been good. Very active on the defensive side of the floor, bothering shots and bringing that energy all over the court. And on the other side, Milwaukee just keeps scrapping. Their bench making its presence felt, putting up big numbers coming in from the Pine. Some great work out there by Brandon Jennings. He's got 6 points and some nice plays offensively, getting the assists going. That's it for me here in the studio. Time to send you back out to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the start of the third quarter.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. And you know the general has been really making it happen, guys.
That's one thing to get to the rim, and it's another to finish when you get there. I mean, he's done both so far.
He's done a great job of being able to complete plays at the rim, finishing drives nicely.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. Brandon Jennings and Monte Ellis comprise the backcourt. Sanders out there with John Henson, and it's Mbamute in at the small forward position. Back to Ellis. And again, it's Milwaukee converting. Second half rolling along now, about a minute played here. Lakers leading by 8. Kicks to Howard. Working on Sanders. Here's the general. Snatched away. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, Jennings is running. That's good.
They can't seem to stop anybody inside.
They got to know that if they don't make life tougher in the paint, the opponent is just going to keep going there. I mean, it's not like they'll get tired of all these in-close opportunities.
Back to Howard. And there's the rejection. The drive by Ellis. The shot's good. Jennings making the play. Jennings has got his 5th assist in this one.
Guys, he's really shot the ball well. It's definitely not his fault they find themselves trailing in this one.
Jennings with the double team. Here's Ebanks. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And not much resistance on that jam.
Yeah, defensively, you're right. Not a great sequence.
Well, they lost track of him, and they paid the price.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Sprite. Jennings kicks to Mbamute. Shoots from the high post. Kept alive. Jennings passes to Ellis. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. It's back to Jennings. He passes to Mbamute. He dishes it to Sanders. Shot clock at 5. Gets it to go. Sanders has got his second bucket.
Yeah, they're not going to miss too many of those. That's high percentage stuff there.
Some changes for the Lakers. Latch comes in for Pau Gasol. And Barry subbed in for Corey Brewer. Howard with a screen on Jennings. Here's the general. He's guarded by Jennings. And taken away by Ellis. Stolen away. The alley-oop pass. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. 1:36 left here in the third quarter. The three, no luck, and Milwaukee will come the other way.
You know, as tight as this game is, you have to like their chances the way they've been rebounding.
They have a pretty good margin in that department, so they've got to continue to hit the boards hard. It'll pay off for them in the end.
Henson defended by Gasol. Fader on the way. Henson's shot is off. The Lakers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's the general. In low to Howard. Backing down. He feeds it to Dragic. Snatched up. Knocked loose. Jennings with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. He nails it, and we're tied up. Jennings has got 10.
I like the awareness they had there. Guys were headed out on the break the instant the steal was made.
And they got the easy bucket because of it.
Here's the general. He's guarded by Jennings. Howard dishes to Dragic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the general. 14 points for him. Good.
Well, I like that he's come up with some big baskets for this team to help him out in getting this lead.
Here's Taylor. Now the pass to Nene. Outside Jennings for 3. The Lakers with the rebound. Gasol's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Here's the general. From downtown, that's him coming off an assist from Dragic. And it's a 6-point Laker lead.
That shooting percentage is off the charts, guys. He's really hitting his shots today.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we hit. While we're still getting underway here in the fourth, let's go down to Doris Burke, who has our Sprite Uncontainable Game Report. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Today, it's the Lakers coming away with the uncontainable game. No big errors on their part, and they've been the team that wants it more so far. It's that extra bounce in their step that has been the difference maker for them.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. The general, he's in at point guard. The incredible post duo of Powell and Dwight together inside.
What a throwdown there. Man. You know, that's something he's capable of every trip down.
And it's just impossible to get tired of.
Yeah, there's always this excitement, this aura that surrounds him, guys, and the crowd senses it.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Sprite. Good stuff. Back to Ellis. He kicks to Jennings. The 3-ball. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Screen by Howard. Here's the general.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Hard it up. Don't do that to him. That was fantastic. Wow.
And Clark, the degree of difficulty.
Major.
That was amazing.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Ellis kicks to Jennings. Makes the alley-oop pass.
Flawless alley-oop that time. That's some real stylish basketball there.
Almost looks like a play they've been rehearsing for a while.
Well, that's the beauty of the alley-oop. It appears that way, but really it's just timing and sort of an innate sense of awareness between two teammates.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, I got a chance to hear what head coach of the Bucks said to his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying, "We've put ourselves in a corner, and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys."
And thanks for that story, Doris. Shot clock at 2. Ellis. Offensive rebound. Oh, they keep the ball out of the cylinder, but pick up a foul in the process. 2 shots at the line.
Smart foul there. Make him earn those 2 free throws instead of giving up an easy dunk.
Yeah, and he's not a strong free throw shooter. I mean, with his percentage, he's likely to miss one, so that's a good heads-up play.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Corey Brewer. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Brandon Jennings, he's checked in for Taylor. Here's the general. Oh!
Look out!
What a talented leaper. Loves to climb up and throw it down. Man.
Oh, Clark, he gets up so quickly, doesn't he?
Yeah, like a pogo stick.
Oh, my gosh. Not a lot of point guards in the league can jam like he can.
That's for sure.
And he's able to finish, guys, amongst all the big fellas in the paint. Just amazing athleticism. Both of these teams have really stepped it up offensively.
You know what, Steve? They haven't missed a chance, and I think both teams really know what's at stake on every possession here.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now.
Hit the perimeter.
Hammer time.
Wow. Hammer time. He's definitely showing some real sweet dunking skills here.
Are you kidding me? Oh, my gosh. What a play.
Yeah, that was spectacular.
Here's Ellis. That's good. Ellis has got 4 points this quarter.
That's 4 of their last 5 buckets now coming in the paint area.
And they're in attack mode right now, barreling in there with bad man intentions.
Here's the general. He's guarded by Jennings. Howard, the pass to Ebanks. Lakers passing it around. The jump hook. Again, the Lakers.
Something has to change, guys. That's 10 straight points coming in the paint against this team.
Well, they got to collapse in there, and everybody's got to be conscious of it. It's a team effort in protecting the paint. Control the ball, and then everybody's got to get in there and keep the defense locked down.
The lead now in single digits. And that's 13 points for Brandon Jennings. Here's the general. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Jennings kicks to Ellis. And it's Ellis finishing it off.
Boy, he took that defender head on and threw down the two-hander power jam.
Straight power there, guys.
Well, you got to love his determination.
Corey Brewer's checked in for the Lakers. Lakers leading by 6. 1:19 left in the fourth quarter. Here's the general. With the lead pass, Ebanks. Here's Gasol. The rebound by Brandon Jennings.
Boy, excellent job that time staying on him. Airtight saran wrap defense there.
Henson dishes to Mbah-a-Moute. Jennings passes to Mbah-a-Moute. Ellis left side. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
What a game for Ellis. He's got 19 points, and his defensive work has been solid. 2 steals for him in the game.
Yeah, he's made things hard on them with his defense, both on and off the ball. Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you've got a chance to close the gap, you've got to do it.
Here's the general. He's guarded by Jennings. Traffic and lays it in. The general's got 30 points.
I tell you what, he can be an offensive force when he's on top of his game, guys, and he usually is on top of his game.
That's tipped. Ellis kicks to Mbah-a-Moute. Money!
Pretty significant laps there on the defensive end, guys.
Yeah, those are the ones you just can't allow that.
No, if you're giving up dunks and layups, defensively, you're in huge trouble.
The Lakers with the ball, and now they decide to foul intentionally. He hits the first one, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And that ups their lead, so if they can continue to do that, get to the line, knock down their free throws, they should be in pretty good shape.
And that one's good, Ellis. There's 21 seconds left in the game. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game. Here's Ellis. The general snatches it inside.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Taylor. The rebound by the Lakers.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not.
And so the Lakers take the win. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well,
some big numbers tonight with 36 points. It seemed pretty clear that you tried to step it up offensively. Is there anything in particular you could point to that led to this performance?
Yeah, man, I didn't want to lose the game. I'm going to do whatever this team needs to win games, man. Tonight it meant 30-some-odd points. Tomorrow it might mean focusing a little more on defense or rebounding. But usually it's just getting the ball in the hole. An offensive maestro shouldn't be denied. You know what I'm saying?